Alright guys, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how I go from this to this in a really easy and simple fall makeup tutorial. So if you want to see how your girl covers her dark circles and even outs her skin tone to get this bomb, soft looking fall look, then please stay tuned for the rest of the video. So we are starting off with a completely fresh face. Nothing is on my face so you can see my skin. And again, highlighting those dark circles because in my routine, you're going to see we're going to tackle the dark circles first. So I'm going to be using this CeraVe Under Eye Repair Cream as my under eye moisturizer. I love this repair cream because it's nice and thick, but it absorbs very well into the under eye without leaving any type of heavy film or residue. And if you're going to use complexion products under the eye, guys, I recommend that you use this under eye cream because it just makes your under eyes completely smooth and super hydrated and moisturized. Next, I'm going to be using the CeraVe face cream face moisturizing lotion. I'm just going to take a little bit of that and dot it on my face. You always girl, you always want to moisturize your face before you put any type of complexion product on there. This is just going to help the makeup melt into your skin and give your skin an even more skin-like appearance when you put your makeup and foundation on. So moisturize that face well. Now we're going to move on to color correcting. I'm going to use the LA Pro Girl color corrector in the color orange. I'm going to use a damp brush, a concealer brush, and I'm going to begin to blend that in under the eye. So what I want you to notice off the break, guys, is I did not start with an excessive or large amount of color corrector. It is always important that when you color correct, you start small and then you build up, because it's really easy to build up, but it's very difficult to take away. And you don't want to have to start like removing a whole bunch of stuff from your face because you put too much. Now I am gonna take a little bit more of that color corrector and I'm going to add it to the bridge of my nose because I also have hyperpigmentation, aka dark marks there. And I'm also going to add just a little bit more to the under eye to build up the coverage there. Again, guys, start slow and then build up. So I am going to again take my concealer brush and blend it in as gently as possible, just tapping it in. When it looks like skin, you win. I say that in all my videos, but it's true. When your color corrector gets down to a skin-like finish, that is how you know that you've blended it in very well, and it's going to give you the coverage that you need to hide your dark circles. So this is what my face is looking right now with the color corrector being on there. Now let's move on to the complexion products. I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. I'm going to start by dotting this on my face. As you can see, we're not going to really use too much because we still want our skin to kind of come through. And I do like this product because it is nice and lightweight. It does give me a skin-like finish, blends in like a dream, and I don't have to use like too much to be able to get the coverage that I want. So this is how my face looks with that dotted in there, nice and lightweight. You do want to get the coverage, so build it up as much as you want to. Now I'm going to spray my Real Techniques foundation brush, and as I like to do, I like to take this brush and actually push in the tinted moisturizer and or foundation into my face. I like to use this technique because I honestly believe it helps the foundation or tinted moisturizer to just blend in so well with my skin and give it a really nice skin-like finish. So you're going to hear me say that a lot throughout this video. What I really want to do is get like a nice flawless skin like finish. So that is why I take the time to just make sure that I am blending in the complexion product well. And you can use the same exact technique, guys, with your favorite foundation or your favorite skin tint. It works out pretty well because I use foundation and skin tints. But as you can see, just blend it in like your life depends on it. So after blending it in, this is how it looks on my face. I really do like the color match for this because it is a nice rich color that blends into my skin well. Now we're going to move on to the concealer. I'm going to be using the MAC 24 Hour Studio Concealer in the color NC50. I just love this concealer. I love the color and I like the blend. So I only took one dip of the concealer. I'm not going to use any additional, and I like to bring it in the under eye and also down the side of my nose. And I will repeat the process to the other side. the same thing. I will take one dip in the concealer and I will use whatever is there on the other side as well, making sure that I bring it down the side of my nose, because this helps to give our nose like a natural looking contour. So I'm going to let that sit for about 20 seconds on my face to dry down, to give us a little more coverage. And now with a damp beauty blender, I'm going to begin to blend that out, and y'all will see why I love this matte concealer so much. I actually think I found a dupe for this concealer, so your girl is excited because it pretty much performs very similarly. So I'm going to do a video about that as well. But y'all, look how great this concealer blends in. Like, it just blends in like a dream. I love this concealer so much, and enough comes out like to give you the coverage that you really desire and that you want. So you're going to see me blend this in on the other side. And yes, I do take my time to blend in my concealer, because blending is your friend. Okay, you gotta blend your concealer and everything else out like your life depends on it. Because look, dark circles where, boo? Dark circles where, honey? Did she even have dark circles? You see what I'm saying? Like, when you get the right combination of products, you are really able to just like elevate your makeup and to make your face look flawless. Now you're going to see me put the concealer in the places that I like to highlight. So my forehead, the bridge of my nose, under my nose, the chin, those type of places where I just want to bring the highlight to. And again, using that same concealer, we are going to again use a damp beauty blender to blend this out. Now, the reason why you want to use a damp beauty blender, guys, is because it just helps the makeup, like your complexion products, melt into your skin and give it that really smooth skin-like look. So if you're ever in doubt, just go ahead and add some water to that beauty blender. I'm telling you, it really helps like to step up the blending game. So you want everything to be blended in as much as possible. So again, that's why you're going to see me really take my time to blend this concealer out. Now, a lot of people do ask me why I use like a color like this to highlight instead of using something that's a lot brighter, and it's just like my aesthetic. I feel like using a color that is maybe like one shade lighter than my skin tone is really good for the natural type, everyday going out type of makeup look. Now, if I was doing something a little bit more like glamorized, then I would use a color that is a lot brighter than this. But for the sake of like giving you that natural skin like finish, I like to use something that is like just one level lighter than my skin tone. I feel like it just gives like a really nice look. But if you are still with me during this time of the video, like you stuck it out with me, go ahead and leave me a leaf emoji. Like, drop that leaf emoji below so that I know that you're still with me. Thank you so much for, you know, still watching and you know, being here throughout this makeup process. I appreciate y'all. So you're going to continue to blend. Now I'm going to take the back of that damp beauty blender and I'm just going to buff out the rest of my face. I like this process because it eliminates anything that is of excess and also gives you that extra boost in the blend. Now I'm going to take the translucent setting powder. This is the Laura Mercier setting powder in the color Honey. I'm going to take it on my brush and I'm going to tap out anything that I don't need. I'm just going to use that amount and I'm going to set my under eyes. So as you can see, I use a gentle tapping motion, and as I'm tapping, I'm also pushing that setting powder in where I went ahead and put my concealer. And I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. You can bake your under eyes. I don't. I have very dry skin anyway, so when I bake it kind of looks very cakey, so I like this technique. And now I'm going to repeat this technique and place the setting powder everywhere that I put any type of concealer. So those places that you saw me highlight before, I'm just going to take a small amount and push and press it in. And as you can see, the setting powder also brings like an additional light level of highlight to the face to just make those areas stand out. So the setting powder is definitely a crucial part. Now I'm going to take that setting powder and bring it down the bridge of my nose to help with the contour aspect and letting the bridge of the nose stand out a little bit more as well. Now I'm going to contour my face with my Anastasia bronzer. I'm going to take a few taps like that on my Sonia Kashuk brush. And now, as you can see, I'm going to take that and gently push that into the hollows of my cheek right there, gently tapping it and pushing it in. And then once I've pushed it in, I'm going to gently blend up. So I will repeat the same exact process on the other side for that contour. And I'm going to take a little bit more and bring it around the perimeter of my face, bringing that contour to my forehead and the side of my face, just so I have like a nice bronzy glow and it brings balance to my face overall. So I'm going to also take that contour down my jawline to give it a little bit more definition and shadow, and of course repeat that process to the other side of the face. But as you can see, it is a nice natural looking contour. Now I'm going to take my Juvia's Place Sahara blush palette. I'm going to use those two colors down there. I'm going to tap it gently on my blush brush, and I'm going to blend it in to the upper portion of my cheek area. So just take that and just blend it in as gently as possible, making sure that you're brushing it in an upward motion. And of course, repeat the process on the other side of your face. So I had this nifty idea that I wanted to build it up with this orange to bring us more of that fall vibe. And y'all, like, look at my face. It is so intense. Like, I did not even realize that this combo was going to be this intense. I was just shocked. Like, bruh. Rethinking my life at that point because it was so crazy. But it's okay. I wanted to keep my mess up right here because I wanted to show you, even if you mess up with your makeup, do not panic. You can still fix it. So I am just going to take that fluffy brush right there, that fluffy powder brush, and I'm just going to continue to blend that into my skin, making sure that like I de-intensify that very intense blush that you just saw. So look guys, it's getting better already. Like, all you have to do is just take it and buff it into your skin. Now I'm going to use my Morphe Boom highlighter and a fan brush just to highlight the high points of my cheek there, just to bring a little bit more sparkle to the face. Now with that same setting powder and the beauty blender, I'm going to add some setting powder right underneath where I put the blush and contour to make those parts stand out. So now for the eyes, I'm going to use that same Juvia's Place palette, and I'm going to start with that orange that gave us some trouble there with the blush, but it's all good because we fixed it. I'm going to take that brush right here, and you're going to see me just lay down that orange color on the eyelid. So I'm going to continue to pack that on and to pack that in into the eyelid all the way across it, so that way I intensify that orange and, you know, just get it on there as much as possible. So I am not an eyeshadowologist or eyeshadow expert, but this was a simple look, so do it on the other side as well. Now I'm going to take that color right there, and I am going to bring it in to the crease of our brow, just to bring a little cohesion and add like a nice transition color between the top and the bottom of what we just did. Now I'm going to take that darkest color right there in that palette, and I'm just going to focus it right there on the outermost part of my eye, just to bring a little depth to that area and just to give us like a little bit of smokiness there. Again, I'm not an eyeshadow expert, but this is like a nice, quick and easy, kind of fast little look that you can do using those three colors. So blend that out and in. Now I'm going to take that sparkly color that they have there and just add it to the inner corner of the eye, just to bring a little sparkle and razzle dazzle there. Now what you're going to do is take that same color and you're just going to highlight the brow bone, which I like to do because it brings a lot of cohesion to the look. Now I'm going to smoke out my under eye using the same color that I used initially for the crease. I'm just going to take this pointed brush and just blend it in right under the eye to create that smoky illusion. I really like doing that for looks like this. Now I'm going to take my lip bar setting powder and I'm going to buff out and blend out wherever I put that setting powder underneath the contour and the blush. So just take it with a nice powder brush and blend it out until you pretty much remove all the powder residue and have a nice clean look. Now with that same brush, I'm just going to use whatever is left as excess and set the rest of my face with that setting powder. I'm going to take a fluffy blending brush and just blending in everything for the eyeshadow there. I'm going to spray my face with the setting spray, which is my MAC setting spray. And then I'm going to take my fan just to make sure that I get my face nice and dry. This is going to give me a beautiful skin-like finish, y'all. So now it is time for lashes, y'all. So this company called Off the Clock sent me these beautiful lashes that you can use for literally any of your makeup looks. And so I'm going to show you how I put them on. So the wonderful thing is they send you this eyeliner. You shake it up just a little bit so that way you can get it moving, and then put the eyeliner on your eye. And y'all, you do not need any glue whatsoever. Like, this is glueless lashes. Aren't you glad? Aren't you happy to like hear about it? Because girl, that glue sometimes is too much. But you just use their eyeliner, and that is all you're going to need to put your lashes on. So once you've applied your eyeliner, you just take the lashes. I'm going to look down into my mirror because I want to make sure that I line them up. Once you put them on there, it is so easy to adjust them and to move them around, so that way you can get them like in place, so that way you can get them looking how you want them to look, girl. Basically, like, move them around until they look good to you. And that is pretty much it. Like, look how easy that was, y'all. Look how easy it was to put them on. So they did provide me with a discount code, guys, and it is CammyJ for 10% off. I will have the details for their website in the description box, so go ahead and check them out for some great lashes. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of mascara to do the bottom lash line for both of the eyes, just to make them stand out a little bit more. Now I'm going to take my Fenty Gloss Bomb Heat in the color Hot Chocolate. This is my fall go-to lip gloss right now, and I'm just going to take that and add the lip gloss on the bottom of the lips. But guys, this is pretty much the entire look. If you did like it, please give this video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel and then clicking the notification bell so you know whenever I post more videos. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.